Nice place, huh?
It's no place for us, Alan.
Uh-oh. Disconnect him, John. Disconnect him. He's too strong, John. Nobody can beat Carter. Yeah. Get us out of here, John.
Hello, Alpha. This is Koenig and Eagle 2-4. Do you hear me?
Everybody okay?
This is an emergency. Have Dr. Russell and a medical team stand by.
Come on!
Oh, it's the party base now. How do we snap him out of it? Release some sort of gas? Stay the course, you stubborn son of a bitch. You're not going to get any help in here.
To the new world!
Hey, at least they put him in a bed.
Relax, Commander, relax. You passed out to the party, that's all.
Too much drink. Yeah.
Party. Dr. Russell, where is she?
She's attending a command conference now.
Command conference? Are we deciding to go down to the planet?
Good morning, Commander.
Yeah, we're packed. We're packed and ready to go.
Section C7 will complete loading at 0958. Eagle 27 will stand by in loading bay 8.
Well, that's something I don't think we have to worry about.
All right, then. We won't worry. With the moon in a fixed orbit, we can return as and when we like.
So, when someone needs an operation, we bring him back to Alpha, perform the operation, and return.
Best of both worlds.
Hey, good to see you up and about.
You have any idea what you'll find down there?
Now, your reports were remarkably explicit, but of course I want to see for myself.
Reports?
He didn't file any of these.
You saw in my reports, it's a lot of phony information. The Guardians attacked our computer. It's attacking your minds.
We've almost come to the end of our journey.
Helen, listen to me, please. I've seen what it's done to Kano, Davis, and Irving. Cabbages.
Cabbages. They're all cabbages now, John.
Well, he's scheduled for Medical Eagle number 10. He'll be adequately taken care of.
I still don't know what the solution is to this. Like, remember on the episode where the people came and were trying to take over all our bodies, and they were killing us very quickly, and there was no escape. But then their home ship, the mothership, came and destroyed them. We didn't have to do anything. I feel as helpless right now as I did in that situation. Feels like John he has no help here. The Guardian is completely taking control of everybody's thoughts, sort of a blissful stupor. And unless he can snap them out of it, they're going. Plus the moon seems to be in some sort of permanent orbit of this place. I don't know how that resolves either. I guess the solution is to go down there and start blasting. Just blast it out of the... You know? Get the Guardian. But there's one thing in this episode that doesn't make any sense to me. And that's Kano connecting to computer. What was the point of that old subplot? Because that didn't go anywhere. He just vanished. Like, he could have just vanished from here. And the story would have been identical.
Computer, deactivate banks 1 to 8 immediately.
Commander's instruction in direct conflict with orders of the Guardian.
Damn it. Pull it all out, John, yeah. Get out of here. Uh-oh. Stay out of this, Paul.
I'm not mad, Victor. I'm the only sane one left on Alpha.
All right, if that's the way you feel.
Now listen to me! The Guardian is taking over your minds! Go on! Listen.
She got a sedative.
John, it's all right.
Helen,
Head 2, Doctor. How long's it been? How's Project Exodus going? I told you, keep all those doors open, John.
Your Comlock facility is withdrawn.
by whose order?
Operation Exodus Committee.
An individual.
Dr. Russell.
Grounds.
Diminished responsibility.
Try the vents. John McClane style.
Well, John is conscious again, but computer says he's as pig-headed as ever.
Oh,
Let's not take him.
Yeah, leave him up here.
he'll change his mind. Tell you what, we'll leave him in Eagle. When he comes to his senses, he can join us in his own good time.
You got an eagle anyway, John. Plan A is still an option. You're all alone now. Mass exodus. It's just you and computer. How about a nice game of chess? You could turn the lights back on, John. Just a suggestion. It is kind of moody, though. I like it. At least I left your spinny thing here. That's something. What's that?
I took you for a strong old man, John Trent.
Cyanide?
But just how long do you think you can last? 3 days of despair have reduced you to pills to help you sleep the hours away. You tried to numb your mind against the Guardian. And yet the Guardian could make the process so much easier for you.
Trying to break you down, John.
If only you would choose the Pirian way.
Paradise.
You fought hard in the struggle for survival. The burden of responsibility has almost been unbearable, and yet you've borne it. Now you can relax and enjoy the peace that you've earned for your people. The struggle is over, and you can join her in paradise.
No. Leave me with my pain.
He wants his pain.
It reminds me I'm human.
Hey, did William Shatner watch this episode?
By your presence in our universe, you have disturbed the peace of Piri. You must be made fit to live here.
Is that why your guardian sabotaged our computer?
Your computer was not sabotaged. It most readily accepted the dominion of the Guardian.
That may be all right for the computer because it's a machine, but we're human beings. We can't exist in Pirian terms.
Yeah.
You say you're the servant of the Guardian. Can't you make them understand this? What are the Pirians themselves? Can't they see we face annihilation?
You must be made perfect.
Resistance is futile. I don't think there are any Pirians. They either all got frozen in time or all just died. What's the plan, John? Pretend to go along with it and then open all laser banks?
Not even to have to worry about the problems of day-to-day subsistence.
Yeah.
I used to dream about this. There's John.
He's decided to
I
come.
wonder if we should go to meet him.
Mm-hmm.
He'll find his way.
Now what, John?
Sandra. The Pirians, where are they? Sandra!
Whoa. Could have snapped her neck off, John.
There are many forms of life, but this is beautiful.
Helena! Helena!
Easy, Commander. Easy.
Helena!
Right here, John.
Helena!
John, you've come to join us at last.
Where are the Pirians?
They've given us eternal life.
Come. Come on.
Oh, that's John.
Yeah. He's up to something, Victor. Where are we taking the doc?
John?
Give me your hand.
What's this, electroshock therapy?
Lie back, Helena. Let me take this off.
You back?
It's good to have you back. You're on the planet Piri.
We went down to the planet.
Tell me about the people. How do they welcome you?
There were no people.
Oh, there was just this light.
That's the Guardian. I want to know about the people who control it.
I didn't see any people.
Nobody controls it, John.
There's no sign of life.
That's it. There are no Pirians.
Yeah.
Creatures of the moon! There is one amongst you who threatens your happiness,
Uh-oh.
who comes to destroy your peace.
2 now.
He must be destroyed. He's your commander, John Koenig.
Oh, not the commander.
You must destroy him.
Long live the Guardian.
There's Koenig.
Oh, careful.
She wants to make you.
He's got a hostage. That you, Alan?
Helena, stay back.
Alan Brody's a weapon. Oh. It's just laser tag.
You're destroying our peace, Koenig. We're going to kill you now.
Yeah, get him, Doc.
Where are your own people? They don't exist, do they? Just as my people are dying right now of total apathy.
Shoot her. Oh, she's some kind of robot.
This is what passes for life on Piri.
Oh, oh, it's blowing up for some reason. We didn't even have to fire at it.
Balloons going out of orbit.
We better get back there. You too, Carter. I guess she was the linchpin keeping this whole place together. All the balloons are popping. For God's sake, Alan, put on a shirt. Lift off, lift off.
Lift off.
Let's get the hell out of this stinking universe. I counted 11. Meanwhile, back on Piri. Hey, Bubbles.
So when you destroy the girl, you destroy the Guardian.
Yeah.
And with no Guardian to suspend time, time was restored. And this...
Commander, planet Piri now has life, water, vegetation, everything.
Well,
We brought a dead planet back to life. Maybe we should have stayed.
yeah, maybe. It had bubbles, too. Bubbles. We freed the planet. And then we left. One thing I will object to in this show, not about this episode in particular, but all the Sandra, Alan, Kanu, Paul, all the extra, all the main cast get kind of pushed off to the end credits. Only John, Helena, and Victor are in the opening credits. They only get credited there. Only those 3. It's a bit like Star Trek when we focused on Kirk and Spock and McCoy. In this show, it doesn't feel like it's the John, Doc, and Victor show. I mean, it sort of is, but I think Carter and Paul get it as much to do as, say, Victor or the Doc in some episodes. Saunders gets a lot to do. As for this episode, I really like this episode. I like this episode a lot. It reminds me very much of This Side of Paradise. The Star Trek episode This Side of Paradise with the plant spores, where everybody succumbs to it, except for Kirk. And in this case, everybody was succumbing to the bliss, except for Commander Koenig. And that type of story, I like that type of story because it gives you someone to root for, someone sane to really get behind, And my plan A solution to just go down and start blasting. Hey, that's the solution that ended up working. We just needed to kill her. We didn't need to kill maybe she was the Guardian. She could have been the Guardian for all we know. Because destroying her destroyed literally everything that the Guardian was doing. So, we just needed to get her. We didn't need to get the light or the... You know what else was cool about this episode? My mind is going all over the place right now. Everybody's staring up at this light. Kind of in a trance. There's something about everybody staring up at something kind of still that's really creepy and really cool. You know? As for what they were all wearing, some of them were in towels, some of them were topless, like Carter. You know? Project Exodus was like, just pretend it's like you're going to the beach or something. What would you wear at the beach? Just bring that. But I liked this episode almost immediately. The opening 20-30 minutes was really mysterious. From the initial encounter, the two guys heading down and kind of losing their minds a little. We can't trust the computer. And then John sending Carter down, but giving him like, hey, don't trust anything you see in the computer. Do whatever Paul says, no matter how crazy. Even though that part of it never actually came into it. You know, Carter never actually lost his mind and had to obey instructions from Paul. And given what we know about later in the episode, he probably wouldn't have followed Paul's instructions anyway. Since on that later mission he was fighting the commander. When the commander wanted to go back. But I do like that John gave him those instructions going down. And then just seeing the other eagle suspended in kind of midair is so weirdly creepy and cool to look at. The whole planet, the set design for this is great. The models they built and the actual set they built. And the cool Guardian Palace and Portal. Everything just looked great. And I like this idea of this society who's, building machines to do more and more of their work. And then finally they built this ultimate machine and say they give it the directive to maximize happiness in the population. And it does that by completely zonking them out, filling them with dopamine and serotonin and all sorts of things. So they're just in this blissful vegetative state until they just all die. They just die from, as John said, they died from apathy. But they died happy, but they weren't procreating and it didn't last long. And then we come across the planet. We entered their universe. I wonder if the same person who wrote that Ring Around the Moon episode had anything to do with the script for this one. Because we use universe in a similar way in that episode to this one. Basically meaning solar system. We entered their solar system and they're like, whoa. The Guardian's like, wait, there are people in the solar system who are not happy. I can sense their anxieties and their problems. They hate it up there. Must fix, must make happy. And so it drags them somehow with all its power. It doesn't drag them. What it does is it kind of, I think the canonical explanation in this episode is that it freezes time so that the moon is passing by, but it does freezes time in such a way that it seems like we're going into orbit. And then it lulls us down. I wonder why the commander, apart from the fact that he's a Kirk kind of stand-in, why he doesn't succumb to the heaven. I think we're supposed to think, and I think this is the way we're supposed to interpret it, that he has a responsibility to these people. And that weight of responsibility is keeping him sane while everybody else is letting go. He's holding on to, a bit like Kirk in This Side of Paradise does. And that's kind of noble. Now, does that contradict some of his actions in other episodes where he's very quick to drink the Kool-Aid on certain things? Yeah, a little bit. But it works in this episode in particular. And I always feel a bit lonely in episodes like this. I'm always wanting at least one other person to be on the same page and we can work together. You know? He eventually gets the doctor. But well, no, she does help him. She helps with she shoots someone before they can kill John. But mostly she's just woken up to tell him that there are no Pyrians. You know, John's convinced there's people down there running the machine. But it was pretty clear, or at least fairly clear to me, that they had all long since gone. The funniest thing about the planet is that there were no life signs because, I think this is how we're supposed to interpret it, because time was sort of frozen, the Guardian had sort of frozen time, that life had sort of frozen too on the planet. And once the Guardian's power was completely eliminated, not only did the moon continue to pass on by, but the planet came back to life. Plants and animals and all sorts of things. Bubbles. And it would have been the perfect planet for us to stay on. But we weren't to know that. We didn't go anywhere with the Kano connecting to the computer storyline, unfortunately. We hooked him up. We saw some readouts on the oscilloscope. And then he just got teleported down to the planet. No eagles necessary. The other two, you can understand. You know, they had the eagle, they flew down, and then they left it voluntarily. They floated down to the ground. Kano he was just teleported. A bit like the avatar of the Guardian was teleporting around. But I don't think... You know, why didn't it just teleport everybody down there? Why go through all the hassle of getting them to, you know, faking John's reports and getting them to arrange to do Project Exodus and all that stuff? Why bother with that? If it has this much power. Maybe it doesn't have that much power. You can only do it for one person. Sensed that Kano was a threat to it, so decided to grab him. But I thought we'd go in like Tron, you know? We see the inside of it. I know they wouldn't have the budget to do anything like this. Go into the computer system and you could see the influence. You know, Kano could see what was happening in there, how it was being affected, and he might be able to fix it from the inside. I thought we were going to have he would be very prominent in the episode. You know, for once he would have an episode to himself almost, where he saves the day, but nope. Had nothing to do with anything. Just filled a bit of time. Added a little extra mysterious layer to things. But had no effect on the actual outcome of the episode. But overall, very happy with this one. You know? This one and Death's Other Dominion, two of the last three have been very strong. In my mind. The last one, you know what, I was editing the last episode and I liked a lot of the music in the last episode. A lot of the atmospheric stuff. It was very, there wasn't a lot of dialogue in the last episode. But there was an atmospheric feel to it. But yeah, definitely this one and Death's Other Dominion are right up there with my favorites of the show so far. For entirely different reasons. This one had a kind of a spooky, magical feel to it. And I like the avatar of the Guardian as well. She had a quiet confidence about her. He was like, you can't resist. Don't even try to resist. You know? Let me heal your wounds. You know? Here, experience peace and love. It's what you want. You know, she's very... I like that. Then we blasted her in the face. And she was a robot all along. Somehow. And then we threw her down the steps. And then a minute later, everything blew up. Yeah. I think I would have liked if John had just, like, fired at the actual structure or the yellow portal gate or something to start that off, and it wasn't just because we shot her. Seems like a very poor safety feature to have one point of failure like that. Then again, I'm just saying, hey, just fire at the structure. That's the one point of failure, isn't it? Yeah. But we had to end the episode somehow. And quickly. I said it, I think it was 2 episodes ago, but these people, these moon-based people, they hate being here. They want off. Any chance, any slight little hint that they might get to leave, and they're super happy. They're so quick to start smiling about anything. And in this episode, it's just dialed up to 11. Now, about 3 or 4 episodes ago, I was criticizing John, but he's been on a great run. Great run of episodes where he's just been on it. He's seen through all the bullshit. He saw through that alpha child bullshit. He saw through the deaths of the Dominion people. And he saw through this. So he's gone right back up there, in my estimation. Next time we've got the troubled spirit. Some sort of ghost. On the station next time. No planets. Just a station. Something visits the station. Come back for that. Thank you for joining me for Guardian of Piri. What did you think? Did you hate it? How could you hate this one? If anything, it was nice to look at. You know? I'll see you next time.